On April 30th, students attended a panel on immigration reform, Battles Won and the Fight Ahead. The discussion was hosted by Act on a Dream in conjunction with many groups on campus, such as Citizenship, Tutoring, and Korean Students Association. The event featured 4 experts on the immigration reform movement. We spoke to some of the main speakers to find out more about this initiative.
And so, for people coming here today, what's the aim? Are we trying to raise awareness, or are we discussing solutions, ways to get involved?
Yeah, so we're doing a little bit of both, raising awareness through them speaking about their previous experiences, and also I know in the audience there are some people who are not familiar with the movement at all, but not only raising awareness but also kind of having the panelists act as a guiding force.
So my name is Sofia Campos. I am currently a master's student at MIT doing urban planning, and I'm currently also the board chair of United We Dream, which is a national network of immigrant youth, undocumented immigrant youth across the country. I found out that I was undocumented when I was 17 years old, as I tried to start my way at UCLA for my undergrad, and I began organizing on campus and then statewide, and then got involved with United We Dream on a national level.
Sure. I think many folks have taken kind of approach that it's because there isn't nothing really moving in the Senate or the House regarding immigration reform. They don't want to be as engaged, but there are many folks on the ground in rural communities and communities that are not necessarily considered blue, that are very hard working day in and day out, whose families are facing deportation, separations, and etc. And it's for those folks that I feel that we should still continue to be engaged nationally and locally.
I became involved in the student immigrant rights movement in high school when I was at Boston Latin School and realized that I was undocumented and all of what that meant in terms of not being able to get a driver's license, not being able to go back and visit my family, and I think it was devastating to also find out that I would have a really hard time going to college. So I found an organization in Boston called the Student Immigrant Movement, SIM, and it was founded by students who were in the same position that I was in a decade ago, who came together and decided that they had to make a change. And so they came together in the basement of a church and founded this organization that went on to fight for the DREAM Act in 2010, went on to fight the national immigration reform fight after that, and were successful in winning deferred action for childhood arrivals in 2012.
I tend to take events like this one to be preaching to the choir. So, I'm not out here trying to convince anyone of what's going on. It's really trying to educate folks on where we're at and what needs to be done. And hopefully give people ideas of some of the things that they can do in order to push for immigration reform.